Ja, framförallt en bra prestation. Vi måste visa ett bra spel från första minuten här och inte tro att vi kan gå ut och ställa skorna och att allting kommer lösa sig, utan gå ut och verkligen inte underskatta vår motståndare, utan vi ska göra en riktigt bra prestation så kommer resultatet komma.
Oscar, hur ser du på att möta ett sånt här fysiskt lag? Vad förväntar du dig för typ av matchbild och vad blir det viktigaste för att undvika de där lyftduellerna som jag gissar att de vill ha?
Kan vi ha mycket press på bollen hela tiden så får de ändå inte slå de här kontrollerade långa bollarna in mot vår backlinje och mot vårt straffområde. Så jag tror det är en nyckel. Sen såklart noga med bollen, inte tappa den på enkla sätt utan att hålla i den och spela med ett högt tempo.
Har vi några fler frågor till Oscar? Då tackar vi dig så jättemycket, Oscar.
Tack.
And then we turn into English. And you might have some more questions. That was too quick. Do you have some more questions? Or some questions for Uwe Rösler?
Uwe, with the exception for Knudsen, is everyone else available for tomorrow?
I not got the final report from the medical before training, but I expect that basically everybody trains, yeah.
Last season you did a good job versus Drita, not coming into this difficult in the second. How did you manage that last year?
Last year obviously was different. The first game was away. I felt how I remember was the pitch was very, very difficult. But we got a very good result heading into the replay home. I think that is our aim for tomorrow. Our first game will be home. I think we aiming for a very good result going to Belfast, and that is the aim tomorrow. But also the next game is always the most important game, but we also have already some thoughts on Sunday as well. So these two games very important, like always. But the aim is tomorrow to get a good result.
What did you learn last season that you take with you into this game and this campaign this summer?
I think you learn so much more to play in Europe than when you play year in, year out in your domestic league. I think the challenges in Europe are different from game to game. In Sweden you know a lot about the opposition. Sometimes in Europe you're going in an unknown territory, what makes it exciting because there's big challenges ahead. And I think the players and the staff and the coaches and in general the whole football club racing to those challenges and we coming out of those challenges in a better place. And that is why we want to be in Europe year in, year out, because that is where the biggest learning curve for us is.
What do you expect from Ballymena United tomorrow, and what do you think their strengths are?
The strengths are, this is a British team, very spiritual. They played man for man on the pitch. They backed themselves. They are accountable. They want to be accountable. They're not hiding. They back themselves. Front foot mentality, the way they defend. Front foot mentality in the duels. Front foot mentality in the way they attack the balls in the box. We want to go to Belfast with a good result in our back, because I think home, this spiritual way of play can even be more dangerous than away from home. So they are not in the season, and we need to show that we are in the season, and we need to have a similar ball tempo and passing ability what we've shown against Örebro, with the improvement of the last 20 meters on the pitch.
I'm guessing that they want to see a lot of 50-50 duels,
yes.
A lot of the ball being in the air. What can you do to prohibit that from happening, or is there Is it just keeping the ball, or what can you do?
I mean, you saw us against Örebro. So this is a similar game where we expect a lot the ball. I don't think there's a pressing team. I don't think they will press us 90 minutes. We have a movement patterns, the way we play. I don't think you have enough time to go through all those scenarios now. So, but we want to have the ball and we want to play possession with a purpose, like we did against Örebro. Örebro, they were very good organized, having 8-9 players in their own box, and then it was difficult with the last pass, the last cross, the last move. But we won the game, and that's exactly the same thing what we do with improvement of our movement in the box. We have to be in different positions to cross the ball more of half spaces and not from wider areas. That is the aim.
Uwe, Marcus Antonsson scored last game after having a little bit more rough patch than he had early in his Malmö career. I think it was 1 goal in 5, 6, 7 games before that. He talked with me yesterday about trying to find his confidence. How have you worked? Have you worked anything specifically with him during this year to get him more into zones or anything?
First and foremost, I didn't thought it was 7 games without a goal, so it didn't felt for me like that. I'm really happy with him, and I seeing him. I'm not a coach who just only see the last 2 or 3 games. I see what he has delivered since I walked through the door, and the way he came good. When he came, he needed a little bit of time. So, I don't know, 40. You will help me. 48 games, 23 goals, something like that. I think in that period of time, he's probably our most prolific goal scorer. So he scored again, but I have no doubt in his ability. I'm really happy with him because he contributes with goals. He contributes with the way we play. Marcus is different, and Gish is different than him. He is a backroom space. He is a player who can stretch the opposition, and I think the way we play is very, very important to have that type of player. And he's unique in the moment because Jip is being asked to play a wingback, so we sold the player, and that makes Marcus very, very important for us because we not really have that type of player who we can share. So he played a lot of minutes. I just went through his minutes. He is one of the top 3 players with the most minutes played in 2019, and that shows how much I value him and how much I rate him in a high esteem. I always said to you, he's a confidence player, but his confidence will come as long as he feels he has the support and the trust of the coach, and we put him out there, and he will get chances. There's no question about it, and he will use them.
I think that was the last question. Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you.